Yo, what's up? What is going on? It is what it is, guys. Milan is out of the Champions League. Milan has been defeated. The giant does not go through. It hurts. It hurts, guys. It really does hurt to see Milan lose, especially in such an important game. It is very painful, very painful. By the way, guys, we weren't able to do watch alongs today or post games. I was just very busy. I wasn't even able to see the game. I was working and I was watching the game at the same time. It was quite a disastrous day as far as the result. Hey, but one thing that I've learned from my experience in football is that you always live to fight another day. Dust it off your shoulder, get up, chin up, fight. So, how do I feel about today's defeat? Well, let me say this. I believed that we could have beaten Liverpool. I believe that we could have gone through. Unfortunately, I just think that when it comes to our injury situation, we're always fucked. We're always screwed. No Rebic, no Giroud, no Leao. Those are your goals. That's where your goals are coming from those players. So once again, we get in the Champions League with a depleted team. Kjaer, Calabria. I think that the defenders that we have right now are good enough to replace them for the time being. When they're back, they're back. But we were so unlucky in this Champions League starting from day one. Day one we weren't unlucky. Day one it was just the first time we got thrown in the deep end and we have to learn how to swim first time. And second time, Kessie, that red card, and then the penalty that shouldn't have been a penalty. Then against Porto, we get scored on a goal, that foul. The referee didn't call the foul. Then against Porto again, same exact thing happens. We score they score a goal, which there was a foul there that the referee doesn't call. I do not want to blame the referees. That's not my thing. I really don't care. And then we beat Atletico Madrid and we kick their ass. That gives us some hope. It gives us some hope. After our fourth game against Porto, I had already accepted in my heart that we weren't going through. But then after beating Atletico, it came back. I started dreaming again. And then we lose against Liverpool. And it hurts, it just fucking hurts. It hurts to see Milan lose. It hurts. It always hurts to see Milan lose. We will be back one day. That day may not be tomorrow, the next month, or next year, but we'll come back stronger than ever. Yeah, this is something that I definitely want to talk about, and it's definitely something that is important to say. That even look at what Gazidis said in his interview with AC. By the way, if you're an AC Milan fan, do me a favor, join their channel, become a member of their channel. It's literally $1 a month, 99 cents a month. It's less than $1 a month. Join the channel, get all their perks. Fuck AC Milan. You should be AC Milan. That fucking YouTube channel keeps giving me fucking copyrights, and here I am doing publicity. This is how much I fucking love Milan. Okay, even though they want to fucking destroy this channel, the fucking AC Milan YouTube channel, I am telling you, go and fucking become a member of the AC Milan YouTube channel. It's $1 a month, and you get to see the conferences, you get to see trainings, you get to see special perks. Really cool. By the way, we're talking about Gazidis. Gazidis said, he said it in his last interview with Suma. He said at Milan, this is the beginning of the journey. And we really can't. We have to be realistic about this. this is really the beginning of the journey, you know. What's up, David Romano? How you doing? Retired of the corporate. Take off. Exact. Yeah, it's AC Milan. The AC Milan channel is taking all our money, man. But still, again, uh, fucking go to their website, to their YouTube channel, and become a member. What's up, David? How you doing, my man? I miss you, David. I miss you. Joel, Cassie needs to get his shit together. Man, it feels like travel back in time 2019. Players and Pioli have done their bit. Moving forward would be on the management. But why did so many errors come, especially in the most important match against Liverpool? It wasn't much losing or the scoreline or results of the game. It was the way we played today. Well, anyway, let's get back to what we were saying regarding Gazidis. So Gazidis was saying, this is the beginning of the journey. We are still in the infancy of the growth. This was the first time Milan, with a very young team, gets into the Champions League after 7 years. Even though you got to really understand my position, even though I do think that, yeah, we miss you too, my man. I really do think that this team, if things would have went our way in these games, the team could have gone far. I really do believe that. I really do believe that AC Milan could have even got into the semifinal if we didn't have all these damn things that went against us. I mean, the Champions League has been one thing after the other that has gone against us. Whatever. Hey, sometimes you get hit by a tornado, sometimes you don't. It's life. It's life. But so if that didn't happen, if we would have been able to sneak into the next round, I really believe we could have gotten very far. But aside from that, let's also be realistic about where we are in our journey. The journey just started. As I was saying, it's the first time all these youngsters, these players that just now broke into their national teams, most of them were under 21 players, and just now they're breaking into the national team. It was the first time competing in this competition. It was the first time Milan competed in this competition after 7 years. And I have seen this before, guys. I know I look like I'm 22, but I'm not 22. I have seen Milan for a long time, a very long. I've seen this before. I've literally seen this before, where Milan goes from a reconstruction, and then it takes them a few years to get back to the top. And the first time they get back in the Champions League, they finish fourth. I saw this, and then the next year, I think this was 98. I think Milan or 99, 2000, around that era right there. Milan cannot make the Champions League. Then they get back into the Champions League, and then they can't beat nobody. They finish fourth, and then that happens again the next year, and then the next year is a little bit better, and then the next year we're the fucking best team in the world, and we keep on being the best team in the fucking world for what? The next 7 years after that. So it is very similar to that journey. It is very, very similar to that trajectory. It's literally history repeating itself. So this is not the first time I've seen Milan finish in the last in a group. And not only the last time I saw Milan finish last in a group, it wasn't against Liverpool, Porto, and Real and Atletico Madrid, but it was against Galatasaray, Deportivo, and fucking teams like that. It was much weaker teams. So it's not a tragedy. The fact that we reached fourth is not a tragedy. It's really not a tragedy. We've seen this before. It's literally the same trajectory that the Milan that became Carlo Ancelotti's Milan. It's exactly almost the same trajectory. So this year, in our infancy, we can say that the players gained experience. They learned a lot. The club, the management, they saw what it feels like. They kind of got a good feeling of what it is like to play in Europe, what it is to play against the big teams, and they will use that experience to better themselves year after year. until we reach our goal. We know what our goal is. Our goal is world domination and nothing less, because that's what we've always done. So that's where we have to get to. But we're still a baby. We're still a little baby world dominator. We're still a little baby. We still got to grow. We got to become a child. We got to become a teenager. We got to become a man. And the same thing can be said about Liverpool. Look at Liverpool before they won that Champions League. It took them many seasons for Klopp to be able to create a super competitive team. So we are still in that phase. And people need to really understand that. We can't throw away this great work that has been done so far. And again, our players are just so young, and they will grow, and they will learn how to play in the Champions League, and they won't make the same mistakes that we saw. And just like how they have learned how to deal with the Serie A, they will learn how to deal with Europe. It's just part of your process. It's part of experience. It's the name of the game. You grow into manhood. Let's see. Now let's go all out for Scudetto and take the 19th one home. Usually was a very good experience for us. Yeah, it was a very good experience for us. Milan definitely now has only one thing to think about, which is the Scudetto, which is a good thing. But there are some negatives about that, guys. I do want to say there are some negatives, and I want to bring them up. I'm a Liverpool fan. What I can say is that Milan is a young and exciting team, and best of luck in pursuing the Scudetto. Thank you, brother, and best of luck on you guys for the Champions League and your Premier League endeavors. At least we don't have to deal with Europa League BS this season. Okay, yeah, and we dodged the bullet, I think. I think we dodged the bullet. Even though I think the team feels a little bit deflated because what came across in the messaging was that the goal was to stay in Europe, whether it was going to be Europa League or Champions League. The goal was to stay in Europe, but now they didn't stay in Europe. But now let's talk about the negatives about this. There are some negatives about not going into Europe that I do want to bring up. And these are the ones, right? That Inter is gone to the next round. Juventus into the next round, possibly Atalanta. So now Inter and Juventus in their winter transfer market, they're going to retouch the team. They're going to bring in maybe one or two players for Champions League. That means that Inter and Juventus are going to become much stronger. Now, can Milan attract a player that doesn't want to play the Champions League, doesn't want to have a chance in the Champions League? Very difficult. So the winter transfer market, I see it being problematic in mostly that Inter will become much stronger, and so will Juventus. Atalanta, it's not a club where big champions want to go, where big players want to go. It's all about their system and how they play. So Atalanta is always going to be a threat no matter what. But Inter and Juventus is a different story. When Inter and Juve come calling and they ask you, hey, help us get through to the next round in the Champions League, important players will go. So, as far as Milan goes right now, what we have to focus on is staying in that top four, trying to fight for the Scudetto. But we have to stay in the top four. We do have to stay in that top four because it is important. Remember, the objective for Paolo Maldini, when you listen to his words, when you listen to the project, remember, a football project, this football project is not a project that starts today and ends this afternoon. No, it starts today and it ends in 10 years. It's a 10-year project. We are at what, year two, 2.5 of a 10-year project. The goal is to stay in the Champions League for 10 years. After our third, fourth year in the Champions League, that competition is going to be ours, guys. Who the fuck are we going to be? We will, by then, if we can stay in the Champions League for 2 or 3 more years in a row, by then, it'll be home. It'll be like the Serie A. We'll get used to it. We'll know what it takes to compete in it. We'll know what it takes to beat the big teams. The players will grow. And this is just the way it is. It's exponential growth. But the team has to keep that top 4 spot, and they have to try and win the Scudetto, because winning the Scudetto brings money, brings merchandise. It gives you better opportunities to buy even bigger players. So winning that Scudetto is very important for that motive. But staying in the top 4 is the real objective. Okay, let's see what else you guys got. What did you guys think about today? Let's see. Let's go for guys. Let me know what you guys thought. But aside from that, I was just very disappointed. I was disappointed that we lost. It hurts. Look at Tomori. Tomori down. Poor Tomori, guys. Tomori. What a roller coaster of a game. It is strange how things are. At first, Tomori is like one of these players that is untouchable. He goes there. He even scores the goal. And then, he commits such a terrible mistake. And then we get scored on. And also, guys, let's talk about these 3 goals that Liverpool scored. Let's analyze them one by one. I mean, the goals that we got scored on were from blatant mistakes, technical mistakes. Just not being focused. Just, one thing that these players will learn, and they are learning because they're touching it, they're feeling it, is that in the Champions League, there's no room for error. While in the Serie A, you can make those. Tomori can make that mistake against Salernitana. He can make that mistake against Genoa. He can make that mistake against Fiorentina, Sampdoria, whatever. But you can't make that mistake against Liverpool. And this is what we're going to learn. We're going to learn that in order to play in the Champions League and to win in the Champions League, you have to be as close as perfect as humanly possible. And only through these mistakes that they make right now, we're going to learn that. Guys, remember, Liverpool, prior to winning the Champions League, it took them a long time. It took them a long time to get to where they are. But let's talk about those goals. So, first goal was, I believe, what was it? It was, okay, so Kessie just gets eaten alive. I mean, too easy. You're defending the top of the box, and you just get beaten very easily, which is no good. And then the shot, the deflection of the shot, Mike Maignan deflection of the shot was extremely poor. Extremely poor. At that shot, you deflect it out on the other side. You don't deflect it back in. So there, 2 technical mistakes from gigantic players, from Kessie and then Mike Maignan. Then Salah is there, and he can just do the tap in, very easy, very simple. And then the second goal, it was another crazy technical mistake by Tomori. His stop of the ball was awful, and the Liverpool took advantage of it. So it's not like Liverpool really needed to pull a fucking rabbit out of her ass in order to beat us. It's more like we kind of made it easy for them to beat us because of inexperience, because of the inability to understand or to perform, to apply a kind of football that has almost 0 mistakes. And it takes time to develop that. It takes time. And a young team like this usually is not capable of doing it. And guys, another thing that I know we have to remember and remind each other, that it is very unusual to see a team this young do so well. Okay, we do have some players that are very old, like Ibra. He's 40, but again, look at the core of today's team. It was literally all youngsters. It's all youngsters. Who, aside from Messias is a 30-year-old, and Ibra is a 40-year-old, but everybody else is below. Most of them are below 24. Some of them are 20. Romagnoli is the only one that is 27 or 28, whatever. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And I just cannot but even from my own experience, seeing how teams develop, how players develop, and how a team starts down here and then through the years just always gets better and gets better. I mean, again, guys, Milan right now limits are through the roof. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I'm not going to do too long today. We weren't able to string a few passes together. Oh, so interesting about that. So one thing I saw what's his name? I saw Pioli's press conference, and I just want to say something that the person that was translating Pioli was really bad. He didn't really capture the essence of what Pioli was saying. But so the way they approached this game and the way they wanted to basically their tactical approach in order to beat Liverpool was this, according to what Pioli said, was trying to beat the first pressure, because they're saying that is Liverpool's biggest asset. Their biggest, the thing that makes Liverpool a very difficult team to play against is their first pressure. The first pressure that they apply on you is very good. It's very good. And they surround all the players and they close the spaces and they win the ball back. And then you're always on the back foot. You're always on the back foot. You're always recovering rather than creating. You're recovering with the way they press. So Pioli said that's how he prepared the game. He prepared the game in order to beat that first press. And once that first press is beaten, you can create chances. You can create, you can hurt them. So analyzing what I saw today, they really weren't able to beat that first press. They were much better this time than they were against the last time. It was much better. But again, we had some, they weren't able to find those vertical passes through the channels in the center that much. They weren't, and then the wings, both Hernandez and Carul weren't that effective when they came up. But we did have some opportunities, I think, with the balls played, offensive balls. But I think that Ibrahimovic was a little bit slow in his decision-making. Having Kessie being the player towards the end that is going to be the player that is going to score the goal for you and do these runs, no, he's not that kind of player. But we weren't able to be that first press. Their system is very good, and they're all it's a well-oiled machine. And unless you can beat Liverpool's first press, you ain't gonna beat them, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, I was watching the game on DAZN. The commenters were so biased for Liverpool. Okay. Krunic was surprisingly kind of good today. Well, Krunic, guys, I think has been absolutely brilliant. I love how Krunic is developing as a player. He feels like he's starting to feel like a player that you can't get rid of. You kind of need him on the pitch. Ibra has turned into Inzaghi. Nothing to add but goals. I really like Florenzi's impact. His position is a right back. Oh, he played a right back today? I didn't even see him play. Gengen press. Yeah, that's right. I miss Rebic. Hey, guys, but, this is what it is. This is what it is. So now head onto the Scudetto. One thing I'm very confident about is that Milan is good for the Serie A. As far as the Serie A, we don't fear anybody. We are very confident in ourselves. We know how to face all the teams in the Serie A. So in the Serie A, it is up for grabs, and we can take it. We can focus on the Serie A. We don't need to focus on anything else right now but the Serie A. This can only be positive, being the real competition that we have a real chance to win. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Milan does in the Serie A. And one last thing I want to say, then I'm going to close. So I've been hearing people talk about, what this means for the Serie A. Like the first team of the Serie A can't beat a B-side Liverpool, right? And that reflects poorly on the Serie A. First of all, we've been saying for a long time that Serie A is behind the other leagues. But is this game a reflection of that? I don't think so. I really don't think so. because I think that you just cannot you just cannot negate the journey and where we are. We're still children. We're still children, and as children, we're actually overachieving as far as the domestic game goes. So I don't know. Maybe another team with a little bit more experience, like Inter or Juventus, against a B side Liverpool would have done probably better, I think. But we still need to learn how to deal with the pressure. We still need to figure out what's going on with our injuries. We still need to figure out a lot of stuff. But we'll get there, guys. We will get there. It's in the DNA of the club to win in Europe. They have been doing this for many, many, many years. They're not stopping now. Surprising it may seem, but AC Milan is the only team this season which led Liverpool at extra time across all competitions. We also led Atletico, so we're not good enough to defend against Europe elite. Hold on, let me see. Surprising it may seem, but AC Milan is the only team this season which led Liverpool at extra time across all extra time. We also led Atletico. So are we not good enough to defend against Europe? Oh, no. Yeah, I don't want to repeat myself, but if I understand what you're saying, this against Liverpool, you can expect a defeat or whatever. I just think the team is just not ready. Mentally, they're not ready to do that. They're not ready to defend. As soon as they scored that goal, they make a silly mistake and they get scored on. This is a team that psychologically is not ready. Because when you build a goal, is like building a castle, and then you want the foundation to be strong. You want your team to be even more compact, even more focused, and protect the lead. But in order to do that, you need a lot of personality. You need a lot of courage. You need a lot of grit. You need to be very smart. You need to know what things you mustn't do and what things you can do. That only comes with experience. So the team is still young for that. At least we didn't lose 4-0 like Juve, who have experience. Well, Juve, I mean, fucking listen, that Juve should not be losing 4-0 to Chelsea. The reason why Juve loses 4-0 to Chelsea is because Allegri goes to England and he puts across the midfield, he puts McKennie, Locatelli, Bentancur, and the other fucking central defender. What is his fucking name? That fucking motherfucking piece of shit. Locatelli, Bentancur, McKennie, and Rabiot. All four fucking central midfielders. Like, how the fuck do you expect to play football if you play? Actually, I've been saying this. Yo, Juve, you have a fucking team to play a 4-2-3-1. And guess what? They finally fucking do it. I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. You have Kulusevski, you have Bernardeschi, you got Chiesa, you got Quadrado, you have all these fucking wingers, and then you have a perfect number 10, and then you have Keane, you have Morata that you can put up top. You have a fucking perfect team to play a 4-2-3-1. An offensive team that can play football. Instead, you're a fucking piece of shit coward that fucking plays with four central midfielders. And then he fucking asks himself, how come we couldn't take any shots? Well, you fucking piece of shit. You're an embarrassment to football, you motherfucker. Wake the fuck up. This motherfucker is getting paid 9 million or fucking 8 million to not play football. What a fucking piece of shit, this motherfucker. This guy is stealing money. This guy should be in jail. He's fucking stealing money. He's getting paid money to not fucking play football. This piece of fucking crap. All right, whatever. Milan only lost by 1 goal against the teams in the group stages. They never got dominated. Sorry, man. Yeah, I know what you meant. Allegri, yeah, he's crazy. I want us now. Udinese, difficult game, very difficult game, because Udinese is a very big team. So it's going to be a very physical match, and we have to be very careful with them. We can't fuck around with Udinese. But guys, this is all we got now. We gotta take these points. Udinese, Napoli, we can kill a wounded animal with Napoli. We can create a nice little gap there if we can beat Napoli. And then we got to really be careful with Empoli, because Empoli is doing really well this season. So these games that on paper we should be winning, let's see how the team reacts. All right. Sorry, I meant to say that AC Milan is the only team this season which has led Liverpool at halftime across all competitions. Also, led against Palermo 7-9, but still unable to shut down games. Yeah. As I said, and I repeat, in order to be able to do that, it takes time, experience. Defending a game, Catenaccio style, and defending a lead is something that only few are able to do very well, and it takes time to develop. We're wounded too, Roy. Very wounded, in fact. Yeah. We are we wounded? Are we really wounded though? If this Champions League defeat seeps into the psychology of the players, and then it affects the Scudetto, then these players are a bunch of pussies and should not be playing football. Pretty simple. Do you think genuine signings are needed? You know what? I think so, and it's because, as I was saying earlier, Inter and Juventus, being two teams that can attract big players, being still in the Champions League, are probably going to reinforce their squads. So we need to reinforce our squad also. So yes, the answer is yes. Other boys are angry at themselves now, so they can just go on rampage on the rest of Serie A. Yeah, and that's what it is. These guys are professionals, man. They're going to play to win every single competition. They're not going to mess about. They're going to play, especially the Serie A. Yes, wounded by the loss and wounded by physically too, right? With many injuries we have and to come. Yeah, the injuries, guys, I don't know what the fuck is going on with these. Like this game here. I mean, we're missing Kjaer, Calabria, Rebic, Leao, fucking Giroud. Pellegrini's not in the team. He's not in the Champions League. But something has to fucking change there. If there's one thing that they really need to work on right now is this. And at this point, it just has to be. So basically, every time you play a game, right? Every time you fucking play a game, then the next day is rehabilitation. Is a rehab recovery day, right? It's massages, fucking pool, gym work, physiotherapy, whatever they're doing there the next fucking day obviously is not working, because these injuries keep on happening and happening and happening. I think that's what it is. I doubt Milan will assign any players. No, I think they will. Why would you say they don't? They won't. I hope Brahim's dip in form isn't his actual level. Guys, and today, I'm sorry, but again, I'm not going to get into Pioli too much because I think he's awesome. I think he's doing a brilliant job. But we got to fucking score, man. Why are you taking Brahim Diaz out? Let him play the whole 90 minutes. Let him play the whole fucking 90 minutes. Maybe he can score. But at that point, Atletico Madrid is already winning 3-1. So maybe we need him against Udinese. We need him against the Napoli. We need him against Empoli. Maybe that's what he's thinking. But once you take your goal scorers out, because Brahim is one of your goal scorers, Messias is one of the goal scorers. The more goal scorers you're taking out, the less goals, the possibility you have of scoring. F. Elliott and their $7 million a year restriction. We're losing Frank and Roma for nothing. Are we? We're losing Romagnoli? I don't know. We'll see what happens then. I'm not even going to really commit on that until I see what happens. Seriously, what the fuck is up with the medical team? Yeah, something is going on there. The recovery. I just say, at this point, it has to be there. They're not managing the recoveries correctly. Ice baths. Yeah, they do ice baths. They do pool. They do gym. They do massages and all this crap and blah, blah, blah. Nathan, what's up? Damn, I didn't realize you were on. Yeah, I wasn't able to do a live today, so I'm going to do a live tonight. Not too long, short one. Maldini said we won't if they sign a player, then it's going to be a player we never heard of. It's going to be a bandage type. Guys, don't really trust these words. These sound to me like very strategic words. You know, they don't want to spill the beans. If they're signing players right now, they probably definitely want to sign players. There's no doubt about that. I'm pretty sure we have similar belief as to what happens and what both subs were about. I don't know actually. I don't want to bandage players like Pellegrini. Why did Kessie stay in the full 90 minutes? I mean, Pioli loves Kessie, Kessie. I mean, Kessie could have stayed, but I would have kept Brahim the whole 90 minutes. But that's it. That's the only offensive players that we had today were Ibrahimovic, Brahim, and Messias. That's it. Everybody, and then Theo Hernandez, who scores goals for you. But when you have all your players out, I would have kept him in. But I guess he decided that at that point with Atletico Madrid in 3-1, there was no point in risking him anymore. He was getting beat up pretty badly too. Milan have no excuses for not winning the Serie A. Well, they have no excuses for not trying to win the Serie A because the Serie A isn't going to be that easy to win, guys. I mean, Napoli is still going to go strong. Inter is still going to go strong. Atalanta is in the beginning of the season, I predicted that Atalanta was going to win the Scudetto. All right. I predicted that Atalanta was going to win the Scudetto in the beginning of the season. And so Milan, Atalanta, Napoli, and Inter can all win the Scudetto. And then, guys, if Juventus, all of a sudden, now that the fucking piece of shit Allegri is finally playing a 4-2-3-1, these fuckers are going to start scoring goals and going to start winning games. If they beat the top four teams, if Juventus now beats Inter, beats Atalanta, or even beats us, all of a sudden, Juventus is going to be in the top four. So we got to watch out for Juve because they have the roster to win the Scudetto too. They just have a stupid coach, just a fucking idiotic coach. Kessie played well, actually, not great, but Kessie played well, but he was put in a position to score goals many times. Like, why the fuck is Kessie being your striker? Like, come on. Forza Krunic, Skiller, what's up, my man? I'm still waiting on a plan B. We play the same way when we needed to win. People were sleeping on Atlanta at the beginning of the season. Well, I wasn't. I definitely wasn't. I'm done with Kessie. I want him sold in January. Guys, I mean, in Serie A, Kessie is not a problem, right? I think we can all agree here. We can all agree that in Serie A, Kessie is a boss. He's played in every fucking stadium in the country. He knows what it feels like to play against Inter, Napoli, Atalanta, Fiorentina, Roma, Juve. He knows it. He's done it a million times. He's not a problem in Serie A. In the Champions League, he's still got to learn how to do it. He's got to learn. Why is back passing to the goalkeeper a big part of our game? Well, in theory, when the passing back to the goalkeeper is not a bad thing because passing back to the goalkeeper allows you to create space because usually the goalkeeper is the only player that is not being marked. So usually when you pass it back to the goalkeeper and then when he's being pressed, there's another player that is open and he can pass it to the open player. And then now you can continue that chain reaction of finding the open spaces. So I'm not against having the goalkeeper become part of the play. But again, we spoke about this earlier. The first press, you got to beat the first press. Liverpool has an excellent first press. Who? I don't know who that is. Badishle looks amazing. He has everything we need I have no idea who that is. If Kessie wears a captain arm again, I must just throw up. Did he wear the arm captain today? I didn't even notice. No, it was Romagnoli. Sometimes it's necessary. Every team does that. Of all the people to screw up, it had to be Tomori. I feel bad for him. Yeah, Tomori, poor guy, man. Poor guy. You know what? There is a phrase that you have said before, Skillard, that I'm going to rehash, which I think is a very good one. And it is that he has a lot of credit in the bank. So, there's really not... we only have to thank Tomori for and also Magnan. Today, Magnan had a very poor game. Very poor game. But again, we have to thank him. We have to thank him for the work he does and for how well he's been doing. Facts. He plays for Monaco. We being linked with him. Okay. All right. All right. I'm not too familiar with him. I'll check him out. Yeah. And this will be a lesson to him, but it's not just a lesson to him. It's a lesson to all of them. It's a lesson to all of them. Even Tonali, Tonali had a pretty good game. I thought, if we go player by player and what I saw, what I remember seeing, I thought Romagnoli did very good today. Romagnoli did very good, actually. Tomori, aside from that one mistake there, he did very good also. Tomori had a really good game. Aside that one fucking mistake that cost us literally the game, but aside from that, he did very well. Theo Hernandez, one of the players that was maybe the poorest. I know the guy just had a fever. He's coming off of the fever. And we needed him. So I think they probably filled him up with ibuprofens or whatever the fuck they are, Panadols, and he probably played like that. Kessie and Tonali had the very difficult task of trying to get through that first press that Liverpool does. Yeah, exactly. That compact pressing that they do in the midfield is very difficult to beat. I thought Tonali did pretty well. I think Kessie, with his age, should be doing a little bit better. I thought Krunic did pretty well. Every time I saw Krunic, he was doing pretty well. I thought Brahim Diaz did pretty well too, actually. I saw him try to create chances. Ibrahimovic, his tempo was not good. I don't. Ibrahimovic needs to be a little bit more direct. I feel that now this is just an opinion, a technical opinion. I feel that Ibrahimovic would today, if he had like a poacher next to him, a center forward poacher next to him, that could have been a little bit better. Because Ibrahimovic's game was more looking for the final pass, looking for that final play, but he didn't have a poacher there to play it to. If he had like a Inzaghi, like a Gilardino, like a Trezeguet, those kind of players, that could have probably been better. Messias, I think Messias is a very special player because Messias, even though the guy is not is fucking inexperienced in professional football. You can say he literally is inexperienced in professional football. He only has 4 or 5 years of professional football under his feet. Man, the guy fucking adapts incredibly well. That guy is a special human being. I thought even though he wasn't super effective today, he did all right. So, honestly, guys, we did what we had to do. We fucking did what we had to do. We scored the goal. We created chances, but then their first goal was Kessie just got fucking beaten like too easy. But then Magnan makes a terrible mistake. Magnan should not be clearing the ball there. If you're diving to the left, you clear the ball to the left. You don't clear the ball back into the right. That's just goalkeeper fundamentals. He did not read the ball correctly in order to deflect the ball in the correct direction. So he made a mistake there, cost us, and then Tomori made a technical mistakes. 2 technical mistakes cost us the game. It's not that they fucking destroyed us. So we're much closer than this game shows us to be. Much closer than this game shows us to be. All right, let's see what else you guys have been saying. Teo has had more bad performances than good ones this season. His credit is almost gone. His bank credit is in the red. It's getting close to getting in the red. Our midfield always outnumbers in the middle. Yeah, playing with a 3-2, 4-2-3-1. That's going to happen. That's why. This is why fucking Pioli likes to play Salamakers. So Salamakers can help those midfielders not get outnumbered. This time today was Krunic's, but Liverpool basically took a shit on us today with our second. I wouldn't say that. I don't think they took a shit on us. I don't think so. I think we kind of defeated ourselves, to be honest with you. Just silly mistakes. Krunic was actually my man of the match. Bullshit aside, yeah, I think I give it to Romagnoli. I think I'll give it to Romagnoli, but he's my second maybe. Ibra thinking time to yeah, he's taking a little bit too long. Too long. He needs to just be one touch shoot. Tell's incredible, man, but this season isn't the best so far. But that doesn't makes the difference. Oh yeah, absolutely. I, I'm I'm in nowhere, shape, and form thinking Matteo should go anywhere but stay at AC Milan. After scoring, we should play. You know what? I did think about that actually. I actually did think about that. I'm not happy we lost, but it's the best result for us considering the current circumstances. Now, just fight for Scudetto and get. Yeah, that's a good attitude, Paul. We dust it off his shoulder, and get back into the fight. Get back in that fucking ring. Live to fight another day. Messias has a special something called being Brazilian. Yeah, right. True. Skillard, I can imagine you punching air right now. How long is Giroud out? I thought they were going to have to wheelchair him after the game. He looks tired. Giroud is out for a bunch of weeks. He's already had a bunch of injuries. I wonder if in Italy, the problem is that in Italy, the trainings are very, you know what? One thing that I remember here, seeing, etc., reading about, and even, kind of seeing it with my eyes, is that in Italy, the trainings and the training regiment is one of the toughest in Europe. While in Spain, it's a little bit looser, and also in England. Maybe they spend too much energy training and not using enough of that energy on the field. And then when they train, they lose all that energy in training, and then when they have to fucking put out all that energy on the field, it's just too much for their bodies. I don't know. I could be talking out of my ass right there. How long is Juda? Yeah, Ibra really showed his age during the game. Liverpool back for our kids, the fucking big kids too. Krunic, Theo Hernandez. What's up, Eastbourne? Theo Hernandez. Krunic of the match award must go to Theo Hernandez today. But guys, I still fucking love Theo Hernandez. He is not going anywhere in my book. We are Milan. You can knock us down 7 times and we'll get up 8 fucking times. Forza Milan. Let's go fight for the Scudetto. That's it. Bravo. Bravo, Joel. I like that. The pitch was so bad. Klopp said that as well. I didn't notice that. Okay. Yeah. Also, that probably doesn't help with injuries, huh? You must think that these English teams that have these perfect pitches, Juventus, but fucking Inter plays at the San Siro. Inter never has any injuries. I wonder if one thing that someone was speculating in another stream, someone in an Italian stream, we're saying that the Inter, the way the players are managed outside the pitch, there's a lot of control over them, meaning that they make sure what time they go to bed, what time they wake up, and what they eat. Inter is a very authoritarian club kind of thing when it comes to the players outside of training. I wonder if that is actually good. And it's why, and while Milan is maybe looser, and they kind of leave the players to party a little bit more or something like that. I have to admit, I expected a bit more from certain players. Salah, I expected him to have the game of his life, especially since he came on the second half and scored on the weekend. I didn't even get to see Salah. That I was working. I did not see Salah makers, to be honest with you. I can't really say anything. Lukaku curses, man. I swear, fucking voodoo. It was just under Conte, I think. Yeah, that's right. Under Conte was like that for sure. I don't know if it's the same thing under Inzaghi. The game is also proof that we can't rely on a 40-year-old Zlatan anymore. I mean, sooner or later we are going to get a top striker, young top striker. Klopp is getting to be a grump in his old age. Why do you say that, grump? Where do you get that from? All right, guys, we're going to go 10 more minutes here, do a 1 hour live. But yeah, guys, so it is what I wanted, but I'm not happy about it. I didn't want Milan after the first 4 games. I wanted Milan to just ditch the Champions League, forget Europa League, just focus on the Scudetto. This is what happened, but it hurts. I'll be honest with you, it fucking hurts. Okay, it does hurt, and whatever, it's okay. I can take a punch. I can take a punch and I can give a fucking punch. I can give a really hard punch. I can take a punch and I can give a punch. Kanata is solid though. It must be said. I don't know who that guy is. Man had Ibra in his pocket the whole game. Solid center back. Oh, the center backs. Klopp is always complaining about something. At a certain point, I felt that Liverpool was kind of depressed in the way they were playing. I was like, yo, fucking let's kill these guys. These guys aren't even playing. Player ratings. A quick player rating. All right, let's do a quick player rating. Let's start with Magic Mike Magnan. I'm going to give Magnan today, honestly, guys, I'm going to give him a 5.5. And that's being good. That's being nice. He deserved much less today. But the guy has got, like Skillard says, the guy has a lot of credit in his bank account. So he's getting in fights with them. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Yusuf. I saw when he was asked that question. So I'm going to give him Magic a 5.5. He caused that second goal. If you're diving to the left, you deflect the ball to the left, hard left. The guy deflected the ball to the right, across the goal. Bad mistake. Whatnot. 5.5 from Magic Mike. Kalulu. Guys, Kalulu was all right, man. Kalulu was okay. I thought he did pretty good. You know, he's a youngster. First time playing in the senior team. When he joined AC Milan, he was he was playing in the Primavera of the team where he was playing before, joined us to play in the Primavera, but a player that was ready to transition into the Serie A, into the seniors team. So they knew he had talent. They knew he was just about to make that step into the seniors. And I thought he did a very good showing today, guys. I'm going to give him a solid 6. Guys, I'm going to give Kalulu a solid 6. Yeah, I don't think he did anything bad. Yeah, Kalulu 6. Florenzi was much better than Kalulu in this game. Now Florenzi, I did not see when Florenzi got subbed in. At that point, I was very busy. Fuck, I have the game right here. Should we watch the game? I could fucking put the game right here. Kalulu 6.5. Mane was quiet. Yeah, that side of the field, there wasn't much, to be honest with you. Kalulu's an absolute gem of one of these. But yeah, it looks like it. I see Kalulu benching Calabria at some point. I don't know about that. Calabria is a pretty special player. I don't see that happening. But maybe. All right. Let's move on. Tomori scores the goal, but then he makes a terrible mistake. Guys, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do it. And I'm not being mean. But I got to be fair here. I'm not being mean, but I got to be fair, guys. Wow. What happened? I'm going to give Tomori a 4.5 because that mistake was amateur level mistake. That's a very simple touch of the ball, simple control. You have a lot of space around you too. But I'm going to give him a 4.5. That one mistake was a killer. It killed us. It was a disastrous mistake. So, yeah, I'm going to be pretty harsh on Tomori tonight. And I'm going to give him a 4.5. Let's see what you guys think. 4, I'm sorry, fake. I love you. Why is Benacer being benched a lot and very negative? I don't know why Benacer seems very negative. Yeah, maybe because he feels like Tonali is. Yeah, but his goal didn't mean anything. You score, but then you can't make mistakes. You can't make mistakes. This, but anyway, guys, even if we did win, by the way, 1-0, we would have went to the Europa League. So whatever. But let's also be honest, guys. We love Tomori. We call it, he's the new Baresi, but come on, he made a terrible mistake, and we just have to call it what it is. I don't think it's harsh. I really don't think it's harsh. All right, let's move on. Romagnoli. I thought Romagnoli was one of our better players today. I thought he respected the armband pretty well. I'm gonna give him 6.5. You have Salah to take care of on that side of the field. Not easy at all, and I thought he did a very good job. I saw him clear a lot of balls. I saw him try to play the ball outside to the midfield. If Tomori wouldn't have made that mistake, Tomori would have gotten probably a 7 or a 6.5. So I'm going to give Romagnoli today a 6.5. Tomori was the best in the field for us. Yeah, but that mistake he did, it just cost us the game. So it's going to be what are you talking about? No. You have an agenda. You guys, no. Let's fucking be serious. You guys have a fucking agenda against Romagnoli. You've had this stupid fucking agenda against Romagnoli for way too fucking long. It's retarded. It's stupid. I don't want to even hear it. Romagnoli had a fucking great game today against tough opposition. Give the man respect. Romagnoli 5 ball watching. I completely disagree with you. Just nonsensical statement right there. 6.5, solid performance. After Krunic was probably MVP, probably. Him and Romagnoli were the two. Roman was ball watching for Salah's goal. What the fuck are you guys talking about? What the fuck? You see, this is what fucking pisses me off about you guys. You don't even fucking saw the act. Romagnoli was not ball. He tried to stop the goal. He was the one that tried to stop the shot. It was fucking Theo Hernandez that was on Salah. It's you guys have this stupid agenda against Romagnoli. It's fucking annoying as fuck. He wasn't Manyan's. He wasn't. Manyan deflected straight to Salah. Roma was solid. The Salah goal was on Theo, not on Roma. No, I had a pretty good day, but I do not want to hear people talk shit about players when they don't deserve it. That's just the way it is, guys. This is the fucking rules of the channel. You want to talk shit about players? Go to the fucking channel to talk shit about our players. All right, let's keep on going. Fucking hell. All right, Theo Hernandez. Got to give him Hernandez, guys. Okay, he had a fever. Yeah, he's coming off of a fever. We can forgive him, but I thought he had a pretty poor performance overall. I thought he did not do so well in his movement with the ball. I thought he lost the ball way too many times, maybe too soft, but because he had a fever, I'll give him a 5.5. Maybe 5. Maybe that's even too much. Maybe that's too much. I'll give him a 5. I will give him a 5. Theo Hernandez gets a 5 from me. It's a career of as many stuff that Romagnoli. He's not Maguire. Roy, you see? Okay. All right, guys. Hey, you talk shit. I talk shit. We all talk shit. It's just the way it is. Stop Romagnoli hate. He's not Maguire. It's okay, Roy. There's many fish in the ocean. Tell for me a 2. He was pretty bad. He had a really poor game today. Really poor game. Unwatchable. Forte was actually ball watching. Yeah, Tell very poor performance today. Does the fact that he had a fever, are we going to put that in consideration? Teo has no more credit with. He needs to start performing again. He is definitely he needs to step it up. He needs to step it up. I mean, we play Teo if he's not match fit. What do you think he should have done? Should he have played Florenzi in the beginning there as a right back or Balotelli? I don't think we had many options there. Balotelli has not yet shown to be the kind of player that can be effective against a team like Liverpool. So you kind of have to hope that Teo is going to perform. Poor from Teo. It is what it is. Teo was dreaming about Zoe. Does Ibra have infinite? Yeah, Ibra definitely has infinite credits. All right, let's move on. Let's go on to Frank the Tank Kessie. Shit. And that he got beat so easy. He got beat really easy. But in the midfield, his work was pretty good. He did win a few balls. He's always present. He tried to get himself a penalty. He tried to score at the end. He tried to get himself in dangerous positions. Shit. I don't know. I'm going to give him I thought he was all right. I thought he was okay. I'm going to give him a 5.5 for Kessie. Kessie, 5.56. Balotelli Touré got eaten by Darmian. Just imagine that. To be fair, Salah goals was more Teo and Kessie, but Romania has to do better there. Balotelli Touré got eaten. Yeah, I saw that. I don't have any words for Kessie anymore, man. Actually, for the chance missed in the end, he gets a 5 from me. What chance did he have in the end that he missed? I always hated Frank's finishing. Kessie 5. How the fuck did he miss? Are we gonna give Kessie a 5, guys? Really? I think his work today, his work rate deserves a little bit of credit. I think. I think I'm gonna give him that 0.5 because of his work rate. But if it were just a 5, I wouldn't be like. Oh yeah. That's right. Oh, I saw that. I remember that. That was terrible. That's when that happened. I was thinking, man, you cannot be serious. But then again, people are telling him, "Yo, I will give you fucking 10 million euros to come and do that in our club." What the fuck is Kessie supposed to do? He said, "Okay, guys, these guys are going to offer me 10 million to do the same shit that I did here with you, but with them. So I might as well do that same shit with them, but for 10 million. It's. I know that there is this thing that he has to earn what he wants, but other clubs are giving him the money that are giving him more money than he even asked for. So what? We're fucked. He's partly at fault for a first. Oh no, he is not partly at fault. He is at fault for the first goal because you cannot get beaten so easily in front of the box like that, man. You're Frank the Tank Kessie Presidente. Your job. Gattuso, that would have, unless it's fucking Ronaldinho, but that would have never happened against Gattuso. I only seen Ronaldinho do that against Gattuso, but doesn't matter who the fuck you are. At the San Siro, you cannot get beaten like that. So yeah. All right, you know what? Fine. You guys bring good points for the first goal and the goal missed. 5. Shit, for that goal missed, maybe we can even go lower. Let's go 4.75. There. Frank the prank. No one is going to pay him what he's asking for, just like Dolla, who's earning less than what he offered. What the hell is going on with that? Injuries have actually fucked us this season. It is true. That is undeniable. All right, let's move on. Tonali. I thought Tonali was all right. He wasn't at fault in any of the goals. I think it'd be fair. I think it would be fair to give Tonali 5.75. 5.75 for Tonali. I mean, he looked pretty good in the midfield, to be honest with you. Really? 6.5? He should be doing more than that for me to get. I mean, I actually saw the game up until he was substituted. Then once those substitutions started coming in, I was so busy with the work today, guys. I was packed with work today, so I did not see the last 20 minutes of the game. But up until then, Tonali, man, he did not. He has to do. He did good. He did all right. All right, fine. Yeah, we'll give him a 6. We'll give him a 6. You guys convinced me. We'll give him a 6. He didn't do many mistakes. The only reason why he's getting a 6 is because he didn't do any mistakes. He did not hurt the team. He did not hurt the team. All right? He did not hurt the team. Okay, let's move on to Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz, guys. I think that if Brahim Diaz would have stayed till the end of the game, he could have snuck a goal in. Like those chances that Kessie was taking at the end, those were the chances that Brahim Diaz was supposed to take. Those were the runs that were. But that substitution to me was kind of suspect. Why put in? You know, you're taking out. Who did he take out? He took out Brahim for Benacer. So Benacer is obviously not going to give you goals. He's not going to run at you. He's going to just play the ball left and right. That was a strange substitution by Pioli, I got to admit. But I think he just wants to save the kid for the next game. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking a 5.5. I'm thinking a 5.5. But I honestly believe that if he stayed on the pitch a little bit longer, he might have scored. He might have scored. He might have scored a goal. He might have scored a goal. He did try. I mean, I remember him trying really, really hard. I think he did really try really hard. Theo Hernandez was not connecting with him. Theo Hernandez had a poor game. Kessie was having a lot of difficulty finding him. Tonali also. And then the person he was feeding wasn't really active, Ibrahimovic. So, I don't know. Brahim 5 for me. Brahim was poor 4. Pioli subs have been sus this season. If we allow Rebic today, I'm confident. Yes. I mean, we would have had definitely much more opportunities to win for sure. More goals. 5, things just didn't work out for him. I think that's the thing. They kind of didn't work out for him, but it wasn't just his fault. It was the players around him also, I think. I was scared he put Daniel Maldini at some point. When is Leao back? It shouldn't be too long for Leao. I don't think he's going to be back against Udinese, but he should be back against Napoli, I believe, because his injury is not that serious. Brahim wasn't playing good ever since Brahim got injured or got COVID. Has been poor. Yeah, he did show signs of coming back up. Actually, he had some pretty decent games recently. Let's see him against Udinese. We will need him. We will need his feet because Udinese is a physical team that forces you to cross the ball, but they force you to cross the ball because they know they can win the ball if you cross the ball. But if you play on the ground against Udinese, you play nice triangular football against Udinese, they'll get you can beat them. And Brahim is going to be very useful. I feel like we need this loss. Good experience for our guys. Now fight for guys. This is the way to do it. That's the attitude. That's the attitude right there. All right, let's move on to the next guy. Let's see. Let's see. So who do we have? Krunic. I think Krunic was man of the match. Krunic. I I I I really believe, guys, and I'm not fucking joking. I'm not just saying this to piss Skillard off. I really mean this. Krunic right now looks like a player that you do not want him on the bench. This player needs to be on the pitch all the time because he doesn't make any mistakes. He's he's focused. His head is very smart. Technically, he's very good. He plays simple. He's not going to create anything for you. He's not going to win you games, but he seems like a player that is just very hard to put on the bench right now. I'm going to give him a 7 man of the match. And this is not in spite of Skiller. This is actually, I really mean this. Brayden needs to develop himself physically. Yeah, well said, Prometheus. Well said. Krunic, 7. He's so cool on the ball. Yeah, exactly. I love that aspect about Krunic. His composure on the ball is incredible. Like, so he's Neo from the Matrix, right? He sees all numbers around him, and he fucking reads all the numbers around him, and he sees all the spaces. He knows the tempo. Unfortunately, the guy can't fucking score to save his life or be that kind of player. But if he was that kind of player and he played that kind of game with this kind of attitude, this kind of mentality, oh my God, what a player he would be. But as a midfielder that you can deploy in different roles, dude, the guy deserves a lot of respect, actually. And when the fuck did Casti get it? Did Casti get injured again? Really? Roy, I strongly believe that this tactical battle won by Klopp rather than players being at fault. Yes, there is a tactical aspect of it that Liverpool does very well, and we struggled both games a lot, which is beating their first pressure. The way Liverpool presses you on the ball is spectacular. It's very difficult to beat. And then they have great players on the ball to create difficult chances. But Pioli said it. If you can figure out how to beat Liverpool's first press, then it's all go, baby. You know, we're not able to do that just yet. Okay. 7, Krunic was a player who tried his hardest today, played like he wanted to win. Krunic played a very solid game, best on the pitch, but at the end of the day, he's Krunic, and Krunic getting 7 as a winger does not. Yeah, he's not going to be the player that wins you games. He just is not going to be that player. Krunic was winning free kicks all over the pitch and never lost the ball. He knew where to pass the ball before it got to him. Yep. Krunic stepped up this season. He looks like he has stepped up. Yeah, that man played as a false 9 in the previous match and looked sharp. He shouldn't have to. Bravo. Does anybody know what the fuck is going on with Conti? Is he just getting paid to watch this play? Man, Conti is fucking living the life, dude. Guy's getting paid 3.5 every fucking 6 months, or however long that the season is. This guy has 3.5 million in the bank for literally having sat on his ass. This guy is living la vida loca. All right, let's keep on going. Who is next? Messias. Guys, I fucking love Messias. These Brazilians here, dude, they are just art. I like Messias' attitude. He's a hard worker. He fights. He tries shit. He tried a lot of stuff today. He tried to find Ibra. He wasn't very successful at it. I rate his performances maybe similar to Romagnoli's in his attitude and the way he held himself on the pitch. I'm going to give him a 6.25. 6.25. $6.25 for Messias. Let's see. Do you really want to see him play? Messias 5. So you didn't think he had a good game today? Plot twist. Conte is the real ball watcher, not fucking Romagnoli. Yes. Red John. No, I'm just saying he's still. I liked the fact that Messias wasn't scared to try. You know, he wasn't scared to try his shit, and I appreciate that. You know, and the coach trusts him a lot because Pioli kept him in there from the whole fucking game. So Messias is earning a lot of credit in that bank account. 5.8 for Messias, playing better than Messi this season. Guys, Messi, by the way, scored a really beautiful goal against Club Bruges or whatever. 5.8, okay. That's fair, that's fair. All right, let's go to Ibra. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I'm going to give Zlatan a whopping 4.9, guys. Zlatan, in my opinion, gets a 4.9. Maybe he really just did not read the game properly. He wasn't even that present in the build-ups. He kind of looked shy. You know, where is that overconfident beast that always wants the ball? Okay, a lot of low scores. Ibra 3. Ibra 5, 5, 5, 4. Ibra, he's finally catching up to your ass. Ibra was a ghost, and goes to show how big teams don't leave you space for a 40-year-old because they press you high. And when he did have that space, he just did not exploit it correctly. Energy management. Yes, we saw a lot of energy management from Ibra today. Yes. Okay, now the other players, guys, honestly, I have no fucking idea because I did not see the rest of the game. I mean, I did see it. I was looking. I was working. I was... You know, I'm like, I got fucking life, guys. I can't be fucking watching millionaires kick a ball around. You know. But yeah, you guys tell me. I have no clue. Who came in? Benacer. How was Benacer? What do you give him? You know what? Yeah, if you guys want to do that, I can tell you what I think about Pioli in the meantime. Pioli. After his press conference, I saw what he wanted to do. I saw what he wanted to do. I thought it made sense, and it does make sense. If you beat Liverpool's first press, you can hurt them. And he tried to prepare the game doing that. Unfortunately, Liverpool is a well-oiled machine. It's a well-oiled machine, and we are too far ahead. We are too far away from them in our journey to catch up to where they are right now. It's just they're too far. They're a well-matured soldier. It's a well-matured soldier. The club is mature. They know they've been doing this for many years now. They're in the full bloom of their maturity. They're one of the favorites to win the Champions League. AC Milan is still we just got out of our diapers. We just stopped shitting ourselves, and we just learned how to wipe our own asses. Just about. So we're still far away from them. No sub really changed anything. The game so far, I'll get a 5 or no vote at all. All right, 5. Bernadette Kissi did the whole game. Pioli rating for this game. Pioli. Fuck. I want to give Pioli A for effort. But he's just so fucking unlucky, dude. He's just so unlucky. Like all these injuries. We could have won. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. We could have won. That's what I was getting to. Is like he's just so unlucky. Like losing Kjaer, losing Calabria, Rebic, Leao, Giroud. It's like he's got no options. You know, he had no freaking options today. Not just the club, but the league needs to catch up big time. Oh yeah, I mean the league has to catch up. We've been saying this for many years. Serie A is too far, and it's not. And this is really a matter of mentality. It's because we saw that the Italian players that play in the fucking Serie A can go into a competition as big as the Euros and fucking win it. So the players in Italy are there, but you need mentality. Well, why did Italy win that Euro? Because they play with courage. They played with courage. They believe in fucking 10 teams are just all cowards. It's like all our coaches are cowards. It's like, this sucks. This is the worst generation of coaches that I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. All of them are fucking cowards. All of them shit their pants, man. Like, what the fuck? Our team is so depleted, it's a joke. Can't blame Pioli. Pioli is one of the only ones that is, him and Gasperini are showing to be courageous. I wonder. Some of you guys are saying Italiano. We'll see. I remember you got out of the group stage 13-14, reached the final of the next year. Everything's supposed. Yeah. Of course, guys. Next year we will definitely be 1 year older. New players in the squad, new motivations, more experience. We'll see how it goes. I want to comment from you, Roy, on the fact that we look clueless versus a Liverpool team with 8 bench players starting. First time the defense plays together. Well, as I said, Liverpool is just a club that is ready to win the Champions League. If you want to win the Champions League, your B team should be a fucking good team. You can't win the Champions League with a shit B team. And but it's not the B team. It's the system. It's the philosophy. It's the daily work that they do, that they have done. It's the accumulation of many years of putting together a project and growing a project that now has come to its full fruition. And now Liverpool is a mature, bloomed flower that is ready to fight for the Champions League. We are still, as I said earlier, we are still fucking going through puberty right now. So, chapeau to Liverpool. My hat goes down to Liverpool. Well done. I think we're heading in the right direction. Well, Serie A as far has been good to watch. I mean, Serie A is a great league, but in Europe, they're disgusting. Serie A is disgusting. And now the fucking national team won't even make it to the World Cup. So it's going to get even worse. I had a fucking dream 2 nights ago, guys. I dreamt that Italy is not going to make the World Cup and we're going to lose on penalties. I had the fucking dream the other night that we're losing on penalties and we're not making the World Cup. Red John, we also had somewhat of the B team. No Calabria, no Caralaja, Rebic. Losing would be normal. All right, guys. Listen, thank you, everybody, for joining us. We are doing our usual Milan Forum on Friday, so join us for the Milan Forum. It is what it is. Maybe Lart is doing a post-match tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. He was at the stadium. Lart was actually at the stadium. But, today, unfortunately, I was so fucking busy. I could not do the watch-along. I'm just filled with work right now, so it's very difficult. I mean, he's a fire young striker for sure. Zlatan has great mentality, but he will no again in 90 minutes. We need a deadly striker. I hope nobody equals our USL record of 7 times chances. But Brian Liverpool, well, it looks like they could. It definitely looks like they could. And I also want to do a stream where we're going to be talking about the Serie A and all the teams in the Serie A. Do that one soon. Said that, guys, it is 11:30 p.m. here in Los Angeles, and it's getting kind of late, so it's time to recharge the batteries and live to fight another day. So, guys, thank you everybody for joining me today. Forza Milan, as always. Forza Milan. Next match against Udinese is going to be a thriller. Roy, come to San Diego. Hey man, San Diego is a great city. If I'm close to San Diego, I'll let you know. It's only 2 hours away from here. Forza Milan, guys. Forza Milan, now and forever. We will see you on Friday, if not tomorrow or Thursday, for another open line discussion stream. Alla prossima. Arrivederci. Ciao.